Hey everybody, welcome to week 6, Dr. Eddie Gonzalez, and I want to start out just first by saying great job on the visual design assignments again. All the feedback should be in your Evernote. It was actually a pretty cool process. I hadn't done the feedback that smoothly before, at least with the audio. With an audio recorder, and so how I did it this time was I just recorded using the regular voice recording app on my iPhone. I emailed it to myself, and then I just dragged and dropped it directly into Evernote, which was, like I said, a pretty smooth process. Now with the software critique, please remember that is actually due tomorrow at midnight. Before you turn it in, make sure that you go over the rubric, you go over the assignment details, and just tighten everything up, and definitely reach out if you have any questions. But I will not be available to answer, or I won't return any emails until tomorrow evening. I had an opportunity to work with 3 different groups this week. I met with Fantastic Four, with high school friends, and with elementary tech teachers. They all are not required to meet with me again, but they definitely are more than welcome to. So I still have a couple more groups that I'll be getting to. This week you should be working on your individual writing of your theme, or whatever section that you're assigned to within that project. Please make sure that you've reviewed the research project details in depth, and that you've also reviewed the rubric with your team. And like I said, you're going to be spending about 6 to 8 hours this week. Now, with the teams that I've already spoken with, I want to kind of reiterate and share with everybody kind of one of the main topics, which is that we're creating a wiki, and a wiki, it's an awesome, fantastic innovation. It's crowdsourcing everybody's knowledge, putting it onto one page. But it's essentially just it's typically one static page, so it doesn't usually have interactivity or Web 2.0 tools attached. So what I'm asking you for this project is to try and see if you can incorporate Web 2.0 tools. Now, don't force it within your work, but see if you can use some of them within it. So here are some examples. If you're talking about, say, teacher collaboration, this is at Camp Chino. It's collaborating in real life, but then it's also throwing it out onto Twitter, onto the CSUF Ed Tech page, where we're encouraging students to collaborate and to share. So rather than just having an image and then posting it onto our wiki, we're adding a little bit of the interactivity that we're talking about. If you're talking about, say, the dissemination of knowledge and the impact that has on instructional design, maybe you can embed a podcast.
Yeah, the Cult of Pedagogy.
And you could have the podcast directly placed onto your site. If you were talking about virtual reality and the impact that has on instructional design, you can actually embed a live virtual model. And I know you might be thinking, well, that's not exactly virtual reality. That model itself isn't, but down here on the feature where it says view in VR, if you clicked on it, then you could directly view the virtual reality model from your phone, and with the little viewers that are easily available on Amazon. One of the easiest ways to embed a Web 2.0 tool or app is through something through YouTube. They have a lot of videos. The videos typically don't offer too much interaction, but I'll show you another way that you can use this innovation just after these. This is a blog, so if you're talking about the impact of blogs on instructional design, you can actually embed a blog onto your site. These are some of the mastery badges that come out of Khan Academy. So if you're talking about how that influences, say, something like gamification, you could check that out. If you're talking about how teachers can collaborate synchronously and asynchronously, and you're using an example, you can put up an actual Flipgrid, and a Flipgrid that students or people can actually go on, click on, and leave something. And then this is kind of the last one I was talking about, and this is one of my favorite ways to add a little bit of engagement onto a site or onto research is if you can actually find most of the researchers that you're looking at, or a lot of the researchers that you're looking at, on YouTube. And if you're citing your research a couple times and they're talking about, in this case, ICT and education and the impact, you can also go and find that same researcher talking about his topic at a conference and then place it on the side. And so what I think this serves to do is we're kind of walking the walk when we're talking about how all of these impact instructional design and how they impact what's going on in education. We're also giving living, breathing examples that you can walk away with and actually try and implement yourself. So should be a good week. You're very much working more independently in terms of no discussions, but you're also working towards a common goal with your group. Definitely reach out if you have any questions, and yeah, good luck this weekend.